Kaboom. Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy Lil Mackie Rov here. Back here with some reaction content today. A little bit of reaction, a little bit more of like a ranty reaction kind of thing here. Recently, I've been seeing, as of recently, I mean today when I woke up. So I've been seeing today, apparently, Nvidia has come out with DLSS5, right? Which DLSS5, and I actually already have the shit pulled up here. I already have the shit pulled up here, right? At least the definition, right? We're gonna use AI. We're gonna use the AI overview to identify what this other AI thing is. Anyways, but basically, DLSS is it is Nvidia's deep learning super sampling DLSS. And is an AI powered rendering technology that boosts gaming performance, which is FPS, right? Which is frames per second. That's what that means. It basically just means, if you don't know what that means, which I'm sure a lot of you do, but in case you don't, it's basically just how many frames are on your screen at a given time. Well, given time being the second, right? And so a lot of games give you kind of like a little toggle or whatever to kind of show, like here in the top right or in the top left or somewhere in the corner of your screen, how many frames your game is giving you at that time. Some will say 30. I think the average right now is about 60 frames a second. I think is about average for consoles, I think, and shit. And then obviously with better consoles or a better PC, which if frames is something that you're really worried about, definitely looking towards a PC. The better built, more expensive built PCs usually offer a higher frames per second. You get between like 120 to 2 something, I think, with a really good PC. So, by the way, FPS just means frames per second. That's all that means, right? It says, is an AI powered rendering technology that boosts gaming performance, FPS, and image quality by using AI to upscale lower resolution images to higher resolution, right? It renders games at a lower resolution to reduce GPU load, then uses neural networks to enhance sharpness and detail, providing, for instance, a 4K looking image from a 1440p source. So basically, what I'm understanding is what that means is DLSS will take whatever frames that it has in a given moment, right? So if you do 60 frames a second, it'll take those 60 frames in that second, and it will enhance the resolution and the graphics. Basically, it'll make it look a lot cleaner, a lot sharper, and run a lot more smoothly. While it's not really adding anything into the game, it doesn't sound like. It seems like it's just upping its resolution within the game, right? Using the AI technology. That's why it says it could take an image from a 1440p source, which isn't a shitty looking source, by the way. 1440p is still a decent looking image, but it can take that image and turn it into a 4K image just off its own technology alone, right? So just real quick, just so we understand, I understand this is AI overview, whatever, but whatever. Key features: super resolution. DLSS 2, 3, 4, 5 uses AI to upscale images, improving performance and sharpness. Frame generation: DLSS 3 and up generates entirely new frames. Actually generates whole new frames. Actually, what? Generates entirely new frames using AI, creating smoother motion. Okay, so, and you got ray reconstruction. DLSS 3.5 plus. Enhances lighting, shadows, and reflections in ray traced games for better visual fidelity. And then the newest, DLSS 5, features real-time neural rendering that promises to inject more photorealistic lighting and materials into games. Okay? So that's basically what DLSS does, right? And again, it has the benefits that I already said. The benefits are high FPS, better graphics, and a reduced workload on your PC all around, right? So it means it should reduce a lot of visual glitches, bugs, crashes, things like that, right? That's the idea of it. Mind you, I understand as a gamer, DLSS at the moment, it hasn't really notoriously been the best, okay? It hasn't really been the best at what it's supposed to do, but like everything else right now with AI, kind of work in progress. It doesn't mean just because it's shit now that it shouldn't be used later as a tool. It definitely should be. That's kind of my stance on AI when it comes to it being put into games, is that just like anything else that we've invented as humans to kind of help aid us in our workload, it can be used as a tool, and when it's properly being used, and obviously when it's used outside of its purpose, it can obviously do, you know, bad. But we're not even here to talk about like the benefits and the negatives of AI as a whole. I'm just talking about DLSS. So I'm just saying, even though I understand DLSS hasn't been the best, doesn't mean that we shouldn't allow it to kind of flourish, because it can benefit, and it will benefit our games in the future, and definitely help benefit the game developers and even artists too in the future, and kind of help take a lot of their workload off of their shoulders as well, you know, because a lot of people like to say, oh, DLSS isn't good because, you know, artists, you know, what about the artists? It completely takes away. How much you want to bet so many of these artists also use AI in their fucking in their imaging, bro? Because it's a tool, man. Like, it's like anything else. It's a tool. It can be used to help people get their work done. That's all I see DLSS as. That's all I see DLSS as. Right? But either way, I understand my opinion is not the popular one, but I've been seeing a lot of people talk about it. I haven't really taken a look at the graphics of the new DLSS5 yet. I did a little bit on my TikTok, which if you wanted to check out and follow my TikTok, I have my name in the description below. But I did talk about it a little bit, but I didn't really get a too good a look at it. So that's kind of what I have pulled up here, which is a video from IGN posted a day ago where they're showing off the trailer for their new DLSS5 shit, right? So we're gonna take a gander ourselves. We're gonna take a little peeky weeky. Okay, so this is it off, right? This is the new Resident Evil 9 Requiem game. I haven't played it yet. Honestly think I probably will, but not now. But this is I think her name is Grace, I think. This is how she looks with the DLSS5 off. I know I have the eyes kind of closed, so we'll go back a little bit. This is what she looks like with it off, right? It looks good. It looks good. You know, it looks really good. All right. And listen. Listen. I understand this doesn't look good, okay? This does not look the best. It deadass, it really does look like they just put an AI filter, like come on, like this looks so like the difference is night and day. It is insane. Like, listen, like, I get it. Like, it looks so AI fucking generated. I understand, you know. But, I mean, it's still image. It looks pretty good for a still image. It looks AI as fuck, but it's still a decent image, you know. But still, I can understand why. Because, I mean, even the background looks weird, too. Let me see. Because, look, this looks like a video game, right? Everything here looks like a video game, right? This looks like a video game. Then they put this over it. And it really does just look like it's an AI version of this. Like, it looks like somebody went into ChatGPT or some shit and was like, give me an image of this scene where Grace is staring at a camera from Resident Evil 9, and this is what it came up with. So, like I keep saying, I understand. It doesn't look the best. Okay? It looks like a filter. But it doesn't mean that there's not potential. Doesn't mean there's not potential here, and doesn't mean that there's not a clear path of progression that is being shown here. It looks pretty good. They need more time in the fucking stew to fucking cook this up a little bit and actually make it kind of make DLSS5 so when it actually implements its AI frames or whatever it's doing to the game, they need to obviously take it back to make it work. They need to fix it so where it doesn't feel so jarring. You know what I'm saying? Because this just looks jarring. Like, it is so drastic. It is insane. But they need to fix that a little bit. They need to make it be a bit more fluid with the game, because I will say, if I have to play a game and it looks like this the whole time, I'm probably not gonna like the game. It does feel like it's just a fully AI game. But if for just graphics alone, it looks good. And if they can actually get in the stoop and actually fix it, I think this will be really good in the future. I think this is a good sign of where this AI shit's going as far as a tool for gaming. And it looks like it can really help if they just take it back and work on it a little bit. But let's keep going. All right, so I mean, she looks like that, right? All right, here we go. We got Mr. fucking all your girls' panties wet over here. Mr. fucking drop 'em. Mr. fucking, yo, spread your legs, mama. Let me in. Leon motherfucking Kennedy over here, right? Listen, man. I can't stand Leon, all right? I'm so tired of every fucking time this motherfucker is on screen somewhere. I swear it's like every woman you know, the panties just disappear. Like why? Well, I thought dudes was like nasty and horny. Like, you put this motherfucker on screen, all of a sudden, I feel like girls forget about the whole, men are dogs. They all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, we have I almost said Neon. Holy shit. Anyways, we have Neon over here with DLSS off. Hey man, I won't even lie, bro. Neon low-key needs some DLSS5 to fix his shit. Nigga, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm chopped. Shit. That nigga uglier than me, bro. That's crazy. The only thing he's got over me is money. That's it. Anyways. I don't know why I started roasting Neon for no reason. Anyways, this is Leon with regular, right? There's no DLSS on, right? This is just regular Leon. Which, honestly, bro, I will say, hold on, just before we continue, I want to fucking applaud. I know they don't need my applause because they've gotten it from everybody else, but I'm just saying, for me, I gotta applaud the dev team and the artists and everybody who made this Resident Evil Requiem shit, because this fucking game, I haven't played it, but every clip I see, dude, it looks fucking beautiful, man. It's a beautifully made game. It looks so good. Like this, when I was a kid and I thought of how video games would look in my future when I was this age, this game is exactly what I thought it would be like. It looks so good. So good. But anyways, let's see. Oh! Y'all niggas hear that shit? Be back. Sorry, that was apparently my coworkers brought me gifts and stuff. They brought me muffins and cool little trinkets and shit. So that was really nice of them. Where were we? Oh yeah. Oh shit. Yo, I threw myself back so much. I unplugged my fucking headset from the cable. There we go. All right. Anyways. Oh, no, I'm playing. Yeah, this looks crazy. Like, okay, again, like I said, if they could just take this back and just flesh it out a little better so it doesn't look so jarring when it's turned on and it doesn't just look like it's a straight up AI image that's created just from some random AI app, it would be better. Like, this graphically looks great. It just looks like a fucking AI filter. It really does. Like, it really does look like a filter, bro. Like, it looks weird. But, again, still a positive direction where AI is going, I think, for our games. You know, it still could be a good tool. Just this tool needs to be a little hammered out a little better. This is okay, yeah, this lady. I've seen this is what I saw so much on TikTok was them doing this with this lady. They're like, oh my god, look at the difference. It's like fucking night and day. It's fucking crazy. Wow. And I mean, like, yes, don't get me wrong. Like, yes, it just looks so much different. And it's definitely more detailed, but you can clearly tell it's AI. And I honestly, that's where I feel like is most people's issue. Is like, if you just could, again, take this back, flesh it out a little better, and make it so it doesn't look so AI generative, people won't give a shit. Like, people only care now because they could tell the fucking difference. But I promise you, if we ever get to the point where AI is so good, especially in gaming, where you can't tell if this game was either made from an actual team or just something that's straight AI, nobody's going to give a fuck. Nobody's going to give a fuck. It's just right now, it's so in your face that it's AI. It's like, okay, bro, like, what the hell? Like, are we not even trying? Because, like, if we're all sitting here being able to tell, hey, man, this looks a little crazy to look at. It's a crazy difference. Like, it's not even like a subtle change, a subtle improvement. It's just straight up AI filters just slapped as DLSS5. Like, if we can tell that it's that big of a difference, how do you expect me to believe an entire dev team or whoever made this can't tell the difference? They know it and they see it too. So that's what I'm saying. If y'all see it, if y'all can tell before y'all release it, I'm talking about the team, whoever made this, if y'all could tell when looking at this, yeah, this looks kind of AI-ish, like you can kind of tell this is AI, maybe work on it a little better, you know? But again, it's all a work in progress. AI itself is also a work in progress. So I understand these things just kind of happen, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like that's where most of y'all's issue with this kind of comes from. It's just because we can kind of tell, you know, but like they just got to flesh it out a little better. But it looks better. Like, if you look from this side to this side, it looks much more defined, much more clear, a lot more light, but like, at what cost though? You know what I mean? Fuck, it don't look the best, dude. God, and then the mouth moving just looks insane too. That looks crazy. But like, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you can't tell me this model did not benefit from it, okay? This looks like, even now, this looks like a straight up, like, fucking, this, like, he has the skin of Play-Doh. Like, his face looks like it was crafted from clay. Like, it's a claymation figure, bro. Like, and you mean to tell me this wouldn't make it any better? This makes it so much better to look at. It just, they need to fix the lighting. It's a lot of things. It's the lighting is very different. You can clearly, like, it looks like if somebody just shined a fucking spotlight right on the motherfucker, like, bing, there you go, new resolution. Like, they gotta fix the lighting. See, even in here too, like, the lighting direction is what is off. And this is where I'm like, I like AI. Like, that's my thing. I like AI. I think it'll be good for games. But this, now that I'm looking at it even more, dude, like, this don't even feel like they really tried, though. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, yeah, this don't really feel like they tried. Like, look at the light direction. I was never good at art. Don't get me wrong. I can't draw for shit. I'm not an artist by any means. So take what I say with a grain of salt here. But it was one thing I did remember from my, like, 5th or 6th grade art class, okay? And it was when we were doing it's when we were learning about shading and, like, the different types of shading that you use for drawings depending on what you're trying to portray in the image, whatever. But there's one thing that I always, for whatever reason, remembered very much about drawing. It's that when you're going to draw a figure or something that is in some sort of light, wherever that direction of light is, you're trying to say, like, oh, this is where that light's coming from, this is where it's hitting, it has to match the entire image. So, like, if you have one, like, object or something in the image, and you have, like, let's say a light come from here, right? Like, let's say I'm the object, and, like, I'm, like, dead face looking at the light source that's outside, right? This whole front of my face is supposed to be drawn like it's in light, where as it travels, like, as you continue drawing and as you finish drawing the rest of me or whatever, it gets slowly darker, right? And so that's just with me. So now what if I had my face plus a hand here, right? And you can kind of see what I'm talking about here, actually, with this light here. You kind of see how the light's here, right? And then it kind of shadows here, and then when it hits me, the light is also here in the same direction that it's here, but it continues, right? It kind of shadows towards the side and then towards the back. You can't really see nothing. It's all dark. That's the issue I'm having here too with this, because if you look here, actually, let me move my face real fast. We'll put it over here. If you look right here, right, this is where, sorry, that was bothering me. This is where the light is coming from this side of the screen, right? That's why it's shining directly in front of him in his face, right? And as you can see, it's shining here directly in the face. It's slowly kind of getting dark as it travels to the back, and then it, less light towards the back, less more of this white light that needs to be there, right? So in this image, the light's supposed to be here. The light is supposed to be out here in this direction off screen. Why is this guy's face have the light come from this direction? Because now we have two different light sources here in this image, right? And it just doesn't work. You can see that it looks weird, right? It doesn't look right. And it makes me feel like it's a lot less of like, okay, this is kind of what DLSS5 is doing. Like, we're kind of like making it work within the game and its frames to kind of fix it, to more of, yeah, we're just putting an AI filter on everything. We're just oh, DLSS5 AI filter, fuck it. And it feels so lazy. This whole image feels so lazy. So lazy. It just feels so fucking lazy, man. Like that's oh my. Let me see the move. Okay, they move a little bit. I mean, let's see the move. I want to see the move now. Okay. Yeah, this don't look right, dog. Okay. I was gonna say maybe in sports games you can get away with it because you're not really paying attention to the characters all that much. Like you are when they show, like when the camera gets closer and shit like that, but like you're not really paying attention that much. So I feel like you could get away with it with games, but or with sports games, but I don't even know. Even after seeing that still did not look right, big dog. Oh shit, man. Well, listen, man. Look. At the end of the day, I understand where everybody's coming from with this AI shit. I understand people think that it's, I understand people are like, AI coming up, it's in every facet of our life. It's taking over everything. It's gonna start taking everybody's jobs. And I understand, like, it just nowadays, right now, AI feels like it's this big boogeyman that's coming to just absolutely inconvenience every single one of us, whether it takes our jobs or it's a fucking automated phone machine that we have to try to answer, whatever. It's everywhere, right? I get that. But when used properly and as a tool, it absolutely can and will be beneficial to us in our future. All right? I really don't think AI is as scary as people want to try to make it seem to be. And listen, maybe I'm really dumb for that take. Maybe I'm just naive or ignorant or whatever. I don't think it's that scary. I really don't. I don't think it'll be as scary as our movies or as our video games portray it to be. I really don't. Not on its own. I think if AI is really going to do any real harm to humanity, honestly, it's going to be on purpose, and it's gonna be because an actual human made it do those things. But I don't really see AI like just going rogue for no reason or anything. I'm rambling. I'm just saying it's a tool. AI is scary, but it's a tool. It's like anything else when it's used right. And in gaming, it will be a very important tool, I think. And so I don't know. I think we should definitely give a lot of shit to these gaming companies for how much they seem to want to kind of lean into AI a little bit too much. And this kind of, I feel like even though in the beginning I was kind of arguing for DLSS, and I still am, and I still will, I still do think it's beneficial. I think if they actually fully release DLSS5 in this state, I think that'll be, for me, my sign that they're starting to lean into AI a little too much, and it's more of a crutch versus a tool. You know, like for me, like the best example I could put it to is like for me, I have a hobby of flying airplanes as a hobby, right? And it's not really a hobby. It's actually something I really want to pursue as a career. And something they teach us as student pilots in flight school is how to fly the plane first and how to use all your technology like autopilot and all the other shit secondary. And it's actually not really used to make you fly. It's just used to kind of assist you along your way. But you are still the pilot. You are still the one in command. You are the one in control. And even though a lot of our planes are equipped with a very sophisticated autopilot system, they're very equipped with radar systems and mapping systems that the plane is able to tell me when there's another aircraft within my area and how many feet above or below me they are, and what's their, you know, and what's their speed, and what's, you know, and where they're, and, you know, whatever heading that they're going towards, or, you know, whatever the case may be. There's so much technology in that. But any flight instructor, if you ever get into this stuff, or if you are, and you know what I'm talking about, they will always tell you, you fly the plane. You fly the plane. You do not start fucking with your instruments and start trying to like fly like autopilot fly and make and all your flying skills just based on the computer and all the technology in your plane. They teach you to not do that and not rely on it, because when it comes to a point when you really need your skills to get yourself out of a situation, you're gonna wish you kind of, you know what I'm saying, like you're gonna wish you kind of not leaned onto the technology a little too much. I don't know if I'm making any sense. I don't think I'm making any sense. What I'm trying to say is, it could be a tool when it's used right, and it has to be remembered as a tool. It cannot be a crutch. And I think that we're kind of seeing Nvidia and these other companies are kind of leaning into this as a crutch. If they release it this way, it's a crutch. And that is something that can't, and that's something that that's not going to be okay, and it's not going to fly too far. Because if I start, I mean, just like anybody else, I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all and be like, nah, this looks fucking beautiful. There's nothing wrong with it. It looks cool. But if I have to play a game, if my games start looking like this in the next 5 to 10 years, and that's all they look like, that's every game just looks like this, just looks like a cheaply fucking AI generated video, I'm going to stop gaming. I'm dead ass just going to quit gaming. Or at least like modern gaming. I'll stick to my old shit. But I'm dead ass never going to pick up a new game ever again. Because this is just unacceptable. Like let's be real. Let's be real. I want DLSS. I want AI in our video games, but this shit is unacceptable. This shit is just so just like, fuck it. We're just gonna put an AI generative filter all over this bitch and just call it new graphics. No, this is unacceptable. This is really lazy, in my opinion. This needs to go back, and I don't know what needs to happen. I'm not a technical whiz biz over here. I don't know the ins and outs of how this AI shit works or how making a game works. But all I'm gonna say is, from a consumer standpoint, from the person that you're trying to convince to buy shit that looks like this, you need to do a little better. I can tell it's AI and I don't like it. I want something a bit smoother, a bit more fluid, and something that's not so jarring when I decide to use this feature. That's it. But anyways, man, if y'all enjoyed the video, man, it's been Lil Mackie Rov. Make sure you subscribe and other shit, and peace out. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Where's my mouse? Dual monitor struggles, am I right?